In his final days, man, after 5 failed marriages, finally, this multi-millionaire found a Filipina girl. He was 66 years old. She was about 33. She was half of his age. And he had met her just before COVID. And COVID wiped him out, took him out, man. She's well taken care of, but she was heartbroken like you wouldn't believe. Even though she had all of this money, she was heartbroken. Of course, this guy was protected by trusts and prenups and all of that shit. So it's not like she got half his money, because they were only married like 2.5, 3 years. But the point is that only when he had reached that final point of happiness, life was taken away from him. You don't want to be that guy. No.
5 car brands driven by millionaires with the guy who works in finance. When most people think of the cars that millionaires drive, they think luxury. Brands like Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Rolls-Royce, or maybe even Mercedes and BMW. But that's actually not the case. Experian Automotive did a study where they found that a majority of millionaires, 61% to be exact, don't drive luxury at all. They're more likely to drive numbers 1 and 2 on this list. And I'm here to give you facts to keep you from spending money to look wealthy so you can actually be wealthy, which is why you follow me, because I've always got you covered. Coming in at number 5 is Subaru, which 4% of millionaires drive. Coming in at number 4 is Lexus, which saw a nice jump to having 9% of millionaires drive. And at number 3 is Ford, which had another nice jump to having 13% of millionaires driving. In fact, another study found that the F-150 is the most popular vehicle driven by people earning over $200,000 per year. Now for the big dogs. The spot of number 2 goes to Honda, which is what 15% of millionaires drive. And at number 1, with 23% of millionaires driving one, the most popular car brand for millionaires to drive goes to, as if it would be anything else, of course it's Toyota.
Yeah, go figure. The only people who buy a shitload of luxury are poor people. A lot of people don't understand that.
Versace has a dirty secret they don't want you to know. The reason for their stuff being expensive is not because it's high quality. In fact, their factory claims that Versace sunglasses only cost $15 to make. Versace also owns Burberry, Ray-Bans, Prada, and slap different prices for the various stores for the same item. Prices are usually marked up 700 to 1000%. These glasses cost you $300 to buy, but them $15 to make. This website will actually show you every brand supplier, including Versace, and you can buy them before they get marked up.
So all you idiots that keep going out there and buying brand, thinking that, oh, the better quality, BS. You are paying for their label, just the label. It is so easy for so many factories now to manufacture really good products because everything is computerized. If you have a computer and I have a computer and we can source the machines from China just because this factory has 500 machines, but you know what? This factory over here, it has 10 and they can produce the same damn product. So all they have to do is just buy one of the original and copy it. Guys, you guys, man, listen, I'll give you an example. Dyson vacuums. A Dyson vacuum, I think, will run you around 800 to don't hold me to that because I'm trying to convert it automatically in my head, okay? But I'll tell you, in dirhams, I think it cost me like 4,000 dirhams, which is like $1,200 or something ridiculous. My wife came home the other day because we need a vacuum. And I was looking at a Dyson and I was like, there's no freaking way I'm going to buy this. Hell no. And she said, well, but they're really good. I said, if I ever see you come into this house with that vacuum, you know I'm going to lose my shit. And she said, no, of course not. I would never do that. No, I would never do that. And I'm looking at her like, anyway, 2 days ago, a package comes by Amazon and I see her come upstairs and I could have sworn it's a freaking Dyson. I was she's using it, vacuuming the floor, and she got her headphones in and she's singing, and I'm ready to lose it. This is how my wife likes to bait me, you know. And I said, is that a Dyson? And she goes, what? What? I said, you did not buy a Dyson. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, she know when she say that, that's going to just piss me off even more. Anyway, I said, you better take that back right now. And then she just said, no, it's not a Dyson. It's a Chinese Dyson. I'm telling you guys, the bloody thing looks identical. Identical, right? Identical, right? The suction is incredible, just like the bloody original Dyson. She showed me the receipt. The equivalent was about $98 we paid for that vacuum. $98. I'm going to show you the picture of the original Dyson here, just so that you can see which one it is, and I'll put up the price. Okay, we paid under $100 for it, and I just had to fist bump her, give her a hug, and say, that's my wife right there. She said, yeah, we've been married too long. But guys, do not do that. Don't do that. You don't spend money on ridiculous overpriced items because of the label. There are other products out there that will do the job just fine. If a Dyson, I'm going to give you an example. If a Dyson, right, which is an amazing machine, by the way, I'm not saying it's not worth the money, but I'll just give you a hypothetical example. Let's just say the Dyson costs $1,000. The original Dyson costs $1,000, right? That is, you're getting 100% of what the Dyson can do, because that's the benchmark, right? But you buy a Chinese version for 10% of the price, $100, but it performs at 85 to 90% of the original Dyson. Who's winning? Yeah, I am. Get my point? You got to know how to calculate your return on every single dime that you spend. That's how you win, my friends. That's how you win. Don't buy luxury. Buy quality, but pay a shitload less. These Chinese companies, they don't have to pay the massive advertising costs that Dyson have paid to brand their products. I can see why Dyson have spent that amount of money and where they have to get the return, because of the massive advertising campaign that they did. But it's not my responsibility to pay for that when I can get a product that works just as good for less money. Dyson have their audience and their buyers that can afford it. I prefer not to pay the price. That's it. Let's watch one more video. This one came out today on Spiritual Word, and I'm going to finish with this because there's an important lesson here to learn.
So I'm going to leave the record business. $2.5 million. All of the
perks that come along
with it. Who you are, the rooms you walk in, everything that comes with that. To go work in an agency where I don't know anybody. I really don't even know the business. I just know that one aspect of the business. And I'm like, if I don't make that bet on myself now, and I'm 28 years old, 29 years old, when would I ever do it? When I have a family, when I have kids? I'll never make that bet.
Right.
I made that bet. We sold that agency within 2 years for $190 million. I was rich as fuck at 31. Yeah. I was 31 years old.
Wow.
Doing it at an extremely high level. I'll tell everybody that. When I built this company, United Masses, the employees get equity in the company. I want people to get equity. I want people to make more money. But you can't teach people sacrifice. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You just can't teach it.
That's what then you got to be willing to give
That's
up
what
something.
you got to be willing to do that. I will offer that. But if you're going to sit there and think short term, then you're really betting against yourself. You got to be willing to bet on yourself. You can't think that you're getting away with something because somebody overpaid you your salary if you come here.
That, my friends, is an incredible lesson that you all have to learn. In your early years, you got to be prepared to make the biggest and most riskiest move when it comes to business. You cannot leave that to when you have a lot more to risk, meaning your family, your kids, your wife. You can't risk a lot when you have others that depend on you in that respect. When it's just you, risk it, man, risk it all. Calculated risk. Don't think it's stupid risk. So that's the first lesson. Risk it all when you're young. Second lesson. How many of you know this guy? How many of you know who he is? I will probably guess 99.9999% of you will not know who he is. However, I can tell you he's richer than a large majority of the celebrities and the athletes that you know, because we live in a society that only glorify the ones that are visible, but a large majority of the millionaires, especially the black millionaires, no one know who they are. There are other billionaires. There are other black billionaires besides Oprah Winfrey and Shaq and Magic Johnson and all of these. These are the visible millionaires. The billionaires are the ones who own these guys, who bought these guys up. Those are the guys that if you have 5 Michael Jordans or 5 massive players that you make money from, who do you think going to be richer? Yeah, the guys pulling the strings behind these guys, the ones out front. This is what most Westerners don't understand about wealth. It is the quiet wealth that's pulling the strings that you have no clue of. I'll read 2 comments from this. Summary for the people that don't read. At 27, he took less salary, from $2.5 million to $150K for 25% equity in the new company. They sold it 2 years later for $190 million. He got a $45 million payout for himself. And that's what a lot of people don't get. That's the risk he took. Was he okay with $150,000? Of course he was. But in the West, $150,000 doesn't really shake the trees at all when it comes to wealth compared to $2.5 million a year. It's a drop in the bucket. So here's someone that have never tasted escargots, haven't had steak in their life. Champagne Papa's baby says, this is a woman, "You can't sacrifice on an empty stomach, mate." Laughing my ass off. See, this is where the problem come in, is that women are not prepared to sacrifice on an empty stomach. They don't understand the struggle like men do. Men know that they have to eat ramen noodles. Men know that they have to eat peanut butter and jam sandwiches. They could do that for months until they can buy some chicken. This is a more important statement. He's right. The problem is no one shows the people how to do what he's talking about. They just say, do it. Show more black people how to do it. But this comes back to my original comment. It's very difficult to show people how to do it because most people are not risk takers. They're surviving. And when you're surviving, it's hard to tell you to take a risk because the first strand of thread that you could grab onto to pull yourself up, you're going to hold on to that for dear life. And it's demonstrated here. Millionaire upset that Walmart employee didn't take his $10,000 to quit her job.
Let me ask you a question. Would you quit your job for $10,000? No.
Damn.
Why not?
Because I just made $1,000 right here.
You just made $1,000?
Yeah, so that means I can keep going, make another $1,000.
How long did it take you to make $1,000?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay. So in a couple months you'll have $10,000. But you know what you could do is you could start a business with $10,000.
Of course. Yeah, my mind is already on this. If you think that, I don't trust and believe, I already do. I already have a business in mind that I'm already aiming for. So
Okay, so think about it. If you had $10,000, you'd be able to quit. You'd be able to go ahead and immediately go in there.
No, you would not.
Why you say that?
It does not mean that you'll make that 10K right then and there. No,
that's
takes
true.
time.
No, that's true. It depends on what you're doing, right? So let's say if you got in things like e-commerce, right? Mm-hmm. Low overhead. You remember, it's only $1 to $3 per product, and then you sell it for $40 to $60 to $100 per product. That's immediate profit.
Okay.
And it's women that want to buy products 24/7.
Depends on what product you're talking about.
Exactly, but that's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. I did over $30 million in 5 years.
That's good. That's honestly better than good.
Yeah, and I did $1 million in my first 5 months. That's e-commerce though.
Sorry, I have to work.
All right. Hey, 9 to 5 wins again, baby. Clearly, you see, we ain't all on. Dang.
You cannot convince a 9-to-5er, a blue collar, to instantly change to become an entrepreneur. That is a mindset shift that is incredibly difficult. I've been trying to get my wife to do it for almost 2 decades. She sees her corporate environment as stable. She sees where I have a rocky road sometimes with cash flow. So she don't want to put herself through that. And a lot of women, it's hard for them as well. We don't know if this girl is a single mom. We don't know if she has other issues where she sees the stability of this job as vital. That clouds her brain, clouds her mind, from the 10,000. But here's the thing. Gentlemen, if you ever get an opportunity like this where somebody offers you this, you need to actually say to yourself, hey, okay, are you serious? Show me the money. If the guy pull out, 10 bands, then fine. You're good to go. From there, you start to negotiate. You say, well, are you prepared to work with me to help me actually build what you're talking about? Because I don't have a lot of knowledge in that. Now you're negotiating up. He's already put out his first offer. And if it's a man like this, if I was doing something like this, I would say, yeah, gladly, because I don't want to see my 10 grand go to waste. Now you have a mentor and you have 10 grand. Whew, hell yeah. Now you're cooking. So you got the money and you got the know-how to build something for the future. But she didn't ask those questions. Even if she were busy, I would have said, that's a kind offer, sir. Can you show me how serious you are? But you kind of get the attitude there as well. The short, Can't ignore that. Can't ignore that. Who's this man? I made 30 million. Oh, that's good. That's good? That's good? Seriously? Jesus. That's how little black women respect black men. But that's a whole other subject. I want to keep this on money. But that blows your mind. That's good. Anyway, guys, listen. I hope you learn a few money lessons here today because I want to start bringing more of this out for you guys. Listen, this one was a little long, but I'd probably break it into 2 pieces, but I don't know. I just want you guys to start learning the fundamentals of how to make it in life. I need you to change your mindsets, whether you're 18 or whether you're 50. It's all about mindset. How can I work with less and be happy? How can I get more? How can I get more and still be happy? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. All right. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Always remember, guys, try to get a mentor. Try to get someone to help you make money. You will never be able to do it on your own quickly. You'll be able to do it on your own, but you will go through too many mistakes and you won't get it quickly. Last lesson, getting rich quick is 10 years. 10 years. That is quick. Do not listen to these, crypto, blah, 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 blah. I'm in crypto as well, so that's another subject. For those of you who have been on this latest crypto run, let's do it, okay? But just always think with this mindset. 10 years is quick. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. See you soon. Cheers.